I am going to share my famous hot chocolate recipe with you today. We have sold so many hot chocolates over the past 10, 11, 12 years. I couldn't even tell you the number. And they come from this recipe and some other things we sell along with the hot chocolate to provide even more revenue. This is Mike, the Caesar of concessions, bringing you the secrets. Okay, so all my lemonade vending friends, as the weather is turning, we need to start thinking about other beverages that we can sell when the weather starts cooling down. 60 degrees in Kansas City, got me a little hoodie on, a little light hoodie. It feels great, but I think it's time to share my recipes with you. Okay, so you have to understand I own a concession business, right? Water is what we use. We don't use milk. Now, you could use milk with these, and I would reckon it would taste even better. But for us, we have to use water where we're at. And then when we do fall events, we also have to use water. And that's just the way it goes with the health department and all of that. Okay, so without further ado, let me get in to this hot chocolate recipes and some of the other stuff we sell along with it so you can make some money for your family. Okay. My hot chocolate recipe is this. Okay, so, people are going to ask me, how much for a gallon? How much for 5 gallons? How much for 10 gallons? I can't do that because there's a million vendors and a million different proportions that people are going to want. So I kind of made it simple and broke it down for you here. Okay, so let's just start off with this measurement for everything we use, okay? 4 cups of sugar, okay? 4 cups of sugar. Next, very important, 2 cups of powdered cocoa. Now, could you buy Hershey's? Sure. I would recommend that you buy a better brand of cocoa. The better brands are going to be a darker, richer flavor for your hot chocolates, okay? So how you want to do that is entirely up to you. But 2 cups, what I would recommend, of a brand name, really good cocoa. Okay, the third thing you're going to need is 3 tablespoons for this measurement that I'm providing for you. 3 tablespoons of table salt. And what that salt does is it kind of smooths the whole beverage out. It takes away some of the bitterness from the cocoa, a little bit of the sweetness from the sugar, and really rounds it out, okay? So 3 tablespoons of table salt is what you want. You don't want to go with the big coarse salt. It's really way too hard to dissolve for you, okay? So table salt, 3 tablespoons. Now my secret ingredient, okay? This one is something I've added on my own. I don't think I've ever seen another recipe with it. Now, this is depending upon what kind of hot chocolate you want to make, right? Do you want to make a double chocolate? Do you want to make a hazelnut, a peppermint? The list is endless, right, of what you want to do. The next is a 1/2 cup, okay, of flavored coffee creamer. And that flavor needs to reflect the kind of hot chocolate you're wanting to produce. So let's say you want to do a peppermint hot chocolate, okay? And I still got a ton of moving parts of this recipe I need to share with you. So we're not even close to being done yet, okay? So let's say we want to do a peppermint. We're going to do 4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of cocoa, and 3 tablespoons of salt. Then you're going to add in a 1/4 cup of peppermint coffee creamer. Now, what that does is that kind of acts in place of milk to a point. I know it's not milk, and yeah, I get that. But it helps with that. And it makes it creamy, and it adds a filler, and it adds a flavor to the hot chocolate itself. Okay. If you want to do mocha, then you would, add in the mocha coffee creamer. If you want to do double chocolate, you would add in a chocolate coffee creamer. You get me, right? You would get that coffee creamer to add to the other part of the recipes that I shared with you. And like I said, we are not done. These are gourmet hot chocolates that you are serving in 16-ounce cups and selling for $4 or $5. You'll have way less than $1 into it, right? You'll have 50 cents, 75 cents, something like that into it. You could sell it for $5, $6 if you want. Just depends on your price point and how you want to structure your price. I'll get a bunch of questions about how much should I sell it for this size? Your goals are different than mine, and that's almost an impossible question to ever answer for me to someone else, okay? So, we have the coffee creamer, my secret ingredient. We have the cocoa powder, we have the salt, and we have the sugar. Now, we're going to take these to another level. For our double chocolate, we're doing the sugar, the cocoa, right? We're doing the salt. We're doing the chocolate coffee creamer. Next, we're going to add water. Hot water. Okay? We're going to stir it up within a cup. It's stirred up within our big canisters, but when it comes in, I also want to stir it in a cup a little. And we have these things that they take batteries, and you put them in a cup, and they have a little whisk thing on the bottom of it, and it whisks it up really nicely. Then we're going to add whipped cream to the top of the hot chocolate, and then we're going to finish the double chocolate off with drizzles of chocolate syrup. And we're going to dribble that down each side of it. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing and fantastic. That is my double chocolate, hot chocolate. The next one we do is a peppermint. And a peppermint is absolutely phenomenal. So again, the sugar, the cocoa, the salt, and we're going to go with peppermint coffee creamer. Okay? So that adds a peppermint flavor to the hot chocolate itself. And then what we do is we have Star Mint. They're red and white. And I put them in a bag and I bust them up with something, right? Whatever you want to use, a mallet, I don't care. Bust up the peppermints till they're almost dust. And I don't have a measurement on this because I just put some in a cup. And now the reason I don't put that, and I don't care how much they dissolve, and it really won't dissolve too much. What I want are those little fine pieces of that Star Mint actually in the beverage. So you actually have that mouthfeel of those peppermints in the beverage. And then we're going to do whipped cream on top. And then we're going to sprinkle the dusting of the Star Mints on top of the hot chocolate. All right? So I gave you my double chocolate hot chocolate recipe. I've given you my famous peppermint hot chocolate recipe. Now, I have a few others, but for this video, it's getting long already. We're just going to share those two. In addition to other items you should be selling with your hot chocolate that we sell. We bag this up and we put it in Ziploc bags, and we sell our mixes along with our hot chocolate, right? It's beautiful. We're making revenue from the hot chocolate, and when people drink it and they love it, then they buy the mix with it, okay? And so we're just doubling up. Now, to really, really set it off, we sell chocolate spoons with it. And what that is are plastic spoons. We dip them in milk chocolate, okay, melted milk chocolate. And then we put them on the side and they harden up. Now for the peppermint, we will drizzle, or not drizzle, but kind of drop the powder and a couple coarse pieces from the Star Mint, and that will go in the cup. When they buy it, we sell it separate, right? We'll give them the hot chocolate spoon, give them the hot chocolate. They can either put it in their mouth and eat it like that, or they can dip it in their thing. But when they do that, the hot water kind of melts it anyway. It's up to them, okay? So we dust the spoon with the Star Mint and put a couple coarse pieces on it. And then for the double chocolate, we will literally just sell them the spoon that's been dipped in the milk chocolate by itself like that. We sell those spoons for $2, right? So you got the hot chocolate, $4, $5, $6, whatever you want to sell it for. The chocolate spoon for a couple bucks, the mix. Might have $1 into all of this, and you could possibly get 10, 12, 15 bucks, depending upon the size of the mix that you're using. Hope you love the video. This is Mike, the Caesar of Concessions, out.